Before we get into the music, tell me about, because you said you met 50 in 72.
Yes,
how did that relationship develop?
Immaculate. Yeah. That relationship was, he was on one end of the spectrum, which was Rochdale. I was in 40. We met. We had aspirations to do something other than stand on the corner, and then that was our communication.
Money conversations, we've been making business moves. Contemplating how to get it, need to get in tune. Different topics, we got options, you could pick and choose. If more income ain't the outcome, gotta switch the mood. We tryna help you to improve, thanks for asking. Road to riches, speak on broker days and past tense. Wealthy habits, lately I just wanna stack chips. Took a risk and we been running up a bag since. G-Vast quest, quick to make a couple G's. Detox, spitting knowledge, put you on your feet. Bug out, got the plate, make sure to pray before you eat. At the table with the winners, come and take a seat.
Yo, what up? For the next episode of Thanks for Asking, we're gonna go to 40 projects with this one. We got my man Mook Diamond. He gonna tell a story. Yo, Detox, start the interview, bro.
Let me get a round of applause, man. I like doing that, man, because we got somebody important. And anytime somebody's from Southside in here.
Hold on, Detox. Everybody's important, bro. In their own way. Everybody's important.
Yeah. Not Mook Diamond important, though, but you know.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Mook, what up, man?
What's going on, bro? How you doing? I'm good. How you?
Yo, I'm good, man. I'm happy that, you decided to come on the show, man. This was real. This is real big for us, man, to have somebody like you.
Yeah, it's kind of spur of the moment, but it still worked out.
I don't look at it as a spur of the moment, man. It's meant to happen, and when it happens, it just happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I like that even more. The fact that it was short notice and you could just, I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Well, they had put the word in my ear about the podcast. I've been familiar with the podcast. Thanks for asking for about, I want to say 4 or 5 months.
Nice.
Damn! Oh
nice.
shit!
Nice.
Yeah. Junie had told me like, "Yo, man, we got to get you on there," and I said like, whenever, whenever. Mm-hmm. So my homie right here, he seen me, we linked, and I'm here right now in the studio.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? That's it.
So talk to me, man. How did it start? Like, what was it like growing up in? Where did you grow up exactly in Southside?
I'm from South Jamaica Houses, aka 40 Projects, the belly of the beast.
South Jamaica Houses.
Damn.
The belly of the beast.
Wow. Oh, that got to be crazy.
Oh man, tell me about it.
So you was there with Pappy Mason and all of that, right?
I was there
before that.
I was there way before Pappy Mason. That's late. I was there before the Preem team even got started, when my uncle and them was beefing with the guards. Before it
Who's your uncle? Who's your uncle you talking about?
James Corley.
Oh!
Corley's, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've been around. I was in my first shootout when I was 5.
Wow.
Talking what? First shootout? What do you mean?
Shootout,
Yeah,
what?
Do you remember that shit?
First mean more. That means more than this one.
I remember it vividly. I remember it in my head as we speak.
Talk about it.
That's a fact.
I mean, it was just a beef between the projects and Baisley. And then Preem came together with Corley, and that's how this whole big South Jamaica Baisley projects is in 40 became like neighbors.
Oh wow.
You know what
Over
I'm
that
saying?
shootout right there you talking about?
Over that shootout. After that beef was squashed.
Right.
We're going to talk about more. Just on the record, we got the Corley story, the documentary coming out. So I want Thanks for Asking to get some first little inserts of what's about to happen. So the whole elaborate story will be in that. But like I said, I was in my first shootout at 5.
Man, that's crazy.
So, I've been dealing with, growing up in the projects. I mean, it was almost like a second nature to be in a shootout or to be part of a shootout or to know about a shootout. Your life was always, how can I say, in jeopardy or in danger. No matter a toddler, a teenager, adult, a senior. It was just the nature of the ghetto in that era at that time.
God. So when that shootout occurred, right, did anybody get hit?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it kind of stayed with you that whole time, seeing that?
It stayed with me, but as I got older, I was in the streets at such a young age that it became like this is what it is. So I mean, it's kind of sad, and I guess it's sad and it's good in a way. I never had an opportunity to be a child. You know what I'm saying? So it became, I was grown as a 6-7-year-old kid.
Wow.
So, at some point it was like, okay, this is what's going on. You know what I mean?
So when you say you was in the streets, when did you feel like you first started?
I first started hustling at 10 years old. Damn. I left home at 12.
Why? Like
I walked out the door. I left home at 12.
What was home like?
Home was beautiful. Laurelton, 223rd Street.
Wait, hold on. You walk away from a bit like what
that's
made
what
you
I'm
do
saying.
that?
Like,
it was your peers or something that.
No, it was a lifestyle that I was raised in from a pup. It was a lifestyle that I was raised in from a pup. So it was like something that I was destined to do. It was like a kid playing high school basketball, can't wait to get his shot in the NBA or get his shot in a big time college. So as a kid, even though I was intelligent and my mom's did everything she could do, put me in private school, sent me to Long Island, I still had the back of my mind that I wanted to make my mark in the streets of South Jamaica.
But
your uncle.
At 12, what's your thought process? You're going where? Where am I going?
At 12, I went. We lived in Laurelton. My mother bought a house in Laurelton. We were all born in the projects. My mother born in the projects. My father born in the projects. Like, we didn't come from. My grandmother came from down south. We didn't come from nowhere. So my mom's and them is born in the hood. So we're actually 40. My grandmother moved there in the 50s. So we all born there. All my uncles, you know what I'm saying? The whole family is born in 40.
Yeah.
So basically it was like, when I left home, I was coming up under my uncles, and I have seen and absorbed all of the things that was going on around me. Yeah. So I was just taking mental notes. I didn't know they was notes, but I was observing and understanding. And then at the time, I had the privilege to go to private school, so I had street smarts and book smarts. And then when 12 years old came, and my mother could no longer provide the money that she was providing because the family got busted. Everybody was in jail.
Wow.
I went outside and bought my first 25 automatic, and I went to work. And that's how I started.
Hold up. So did your uncle didn't encourage you to be in the game?
No.
Did he even want you when he found out you was
he was in jail when he never knew.
What was that conversation like when he first?
It wasn't a conversation. When he came home, I gave him 20 bands.
Shit, ain't nothing to talk about. Ain't nothing to talk about after that.
I guess he said, well,
it's on. Right?
What am I to say now?
That's right.
Yeah, it's already. You already done did what you did.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, ain't no stopping this rodeo. You know what I mean? So that's how that went down.
So talk to me. When you get on the block, what is that shit like? 10, 12 years old. What is that? What's that feeling like? You on that block? You pitching? You doing your thing? Like, is it scary? Is it exciting? Is it what you thought it was gonna be?
Never was scary because it's like, you always have, you're human, so you're gonna have fear for whatever's danger, but you do what you feel to believe is to protect yourself or surround individuals that's gonna hold you down. Y'all gonna hold each other down. So, and then when you come up in the projects, everybody in the projects is one. Like in my era now, it's totally different. Yeah. It's nothing like me coming up as a kid, but everybody is on each other's heels. Yeah. So when you come up but you got it's a struggle because you gotta earn your respect, whether you are Corley or any other name that everybody respected. I couldn't live up under the name. I had to get out there and do what I had to do in order for the eyes to be equal and look at me eye to eye and say, okay, you ain't just trying to be the nephew or the son of a Corley. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No, you got to go out here. You got to bust your shit. You got to fight. You got to squabble. We got to see if you built for this. Yeah. So that's how it was. You know what I mean? That's just.
So how long you was doing that before? Did you get caught?
Oh man, I've caught. I've been busted a bunch of times.
So what was the first time like? What was you, 12, 13, 14?
14.
Oh, so you had a 2-year run. 4-year run, because you said you started at 10.
Yeah, 14. 14. Actually, I got kicked out of IS-8. Police came. people that we all know was there. Police came and locked me up in school.
Wow.
Damn.
7th grade, 8th grade?
8th grade. 8-2.
8-2.
8-2.
Yeah, he remembered.
I remember the day.
What was that like? Like, I would have been scared at 13, 14.
It got to be weird, police coming into school
Word.
like that.
Not really. I mean, you know, anytime you get them silver bracelets on, you don't know what comes next. So
Yeah.
you don't want to. Everybody's scared of the police at some point, but it's a different kind of scared because you prepared. Like, okay, cool. You know what you're doing, and these are the repercussions, consequences. You've already learned that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You already know that it is. This comes with the territory. So, you know. And then of course I was underage. I was a juvenile, so I was just waiting for moms to come get me. I mean, unless it was something where I had to go in, you know, like more serious. But other than that, when you at that time under 16, they gotta let you go in your parents' custody. Whether you go through the court process and you go to juvenile facility, Sparfit, Lincoln Hall, and all that shit, which all my friends and all that shit went through.
What they caught you with?
No, they took me for controlling the school, having the kids in the school hustle for me.
Wait.
That's crazy. I never even heard of that before. Like,
Word.
Yeah. They used to hold me back 30 minutes until everybody get home.
So you're hustling people in the school. Is selling to who?
No, not in, they work for me.
Yeah, how does it work? How the organization work? How does it work?
You said, I can't tell you all this good stuff.
You only 14 though. You only
like 14. Like, damn.
I'm gonna give y'all because I got my book. I got all this, but it's real.
I got you.
So I can't give up so many intricate details. But
because that's a question we have to ask of that.
And you know, thanks for asking.
That's
No doubt,
right? Once again, thanks for asking. But I had an organization. I had an organization.
Wow.
And y'all gonna know about the organization later. Like I said, when I came out, I wasn't a dude that came and stayed on the streets. I started a whole organization. You know what I mean? With all the young dudes from my hood and from the surrounding areas. They all came in. We had about 12 to 15 guys.
Wow, that's
if
good.
not more of a period of time. I started the whole thing. And see what happens is, the beauty of it is that y'all don't know. And
that's a fact. That's a fact.
For real.
What was the name of the crew?
Gotti Productions. They used to call me Mook Gotti. An older dude looked at me as a kid. He's like, yo, man, you running around here like Gotti.
Right.
And that's everybody you see me, like my friends that's a little older than me in my age, they're like, Mook Gotti. That's where that come from. You know, but see what was so good is that the attention and the focus was always on the elders, which is my uncles. So while they getting attention, I'm getting the money and I'm doing all this, but they're targeting them.
Yeah.
It's cool.
But
see, the reason why I never got involved, never got caught up, because I never hustled for my uncles. But everybody in the world, the 5 boroughs, like his uncles bought him that car. My uncles never bought me nothing.
Wow.
Ever.
That's ill.
I mean, when I was a baby, I don't want to take nothing away from them. Meaning like they bought me clothes when I was 5, 7, 8, you know, made sure, you know, when I was a little kid, literally. But after 12 years old,
they didn't need to give you nothing.
When I graduated from high school, he gave me a BMW. And
he graduated from high school. Oh shit!
On time, the top of my class. I left the block to go to high school. I couldn't even tell my friends I was going to school because they're like, "We're not going to school. How the fuck you going to school?"
Right.
Wow.
Why did you go to school if you was making money?
Because my mother always put in my head that I can't tell you what to do. I can't make you do what I want you to do. But after this, it's going to be another chapter. And everything that you glorifying now is not going to be good. I didn't really know what she was talking about. I'm like, man, I'm 14. I got 60,000 in the house.
And it's ill. It's ill. Detox. 14? Detox. You know what's ill? We still at 14 years old. It's still another chapter.
Oh no, it got levels, but I'm saying it was so much going on at that time. It was like, but I know moms know what she's doing because her brothers is listening to her.
Right.
She's moving and shaking, and I'm watching that. So, but I'm doing what I'm doing because we boys, we all been in certain situations where our parents or the guardian is telling us what's right and what's wrong. But we in the trap. We with our friends. We with the homies. This is what it is.
Yeah.
But I said, you know what? And I was a competitive. So when I went to school, I just wanted to be smarter than the kids that's in the class, like the street kid that's smarter than the kids that's in the class. And I never let them know who I was. I went in under my original government name, and my family name is not. That's not the name that I walk with.
Right.
So nobody knows who this kid is, not knowing he's coming from this whole narrative.
Went to school around it?
Long out. I got kicked out of 8. Went to 72 with 50 in them.
Right.
That's a whole nother story. Me and 50. 72 because I fought because I had to get out here to get in sync because I couldn't be out there and do what I needed to do. So I got her. She's like, I can't let you go out there. So she let me go out there. That was it. That's when it hit. That's when it hit full throttle at between 12 and 13.
Right.
As soon as I got to 72, 50. God bless dead Edric. God bless the dead Kobe. God bless the dead Walter. You know what I'm saying? God bless the dead Quasi, Tiger, Baisley, Sufton, 40. We in there. It is up.
Wow.
Oh man.
Big Larry, Demas. Oh man. It's going down. IS-72 is going down. My generation.
That
70
shit sound like gladiators up in that
Oh my God. I walked in there because I'm coming from LI.
Yeah.
I walked in there, niggas, hi. Everything is just haywire.
Wow.
But I jumped right into the mix.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jumped right into the mix. But that's what happened. So then when I got kicked out, she shipped me back out there. So when she shipped me back out to Long Island, I had to calm down a little bit. But it was already acclimated. And then once I got 16 and I got the wheels, you know what I'm saying? I bought my first car.
Now we at 16. Now we at 16.
Now we at 16.
Hold up, wait a minute. How much was you making at this
With
time?
that stash looking like
you said 60 in the
60,
crib.
it was 60 at 14.
I was at least six
Where we
figures. 6 figures as a teen. If not,
How much was you making a week?
a week, I probably was making like 20,000 a week, 25,000 a week as a teenager.
25,000.
Yes.
That's why you ill for still going to school. Cause
Yeah,
you
like, that's
making
hard.
money. That's what
saved me.
That's ill. You ill for that.
That's what saved me, because it was about that. What happens is, by me being educated, like at an early age, and me seeing all of this at an early age, I was seeing parallels. Like I see streets, and then by me being in Long Island, because that's where my grandmother had the house, and I was like, me and my grandmother was like this. So then it's like I'm dealing with all this oppression and all this adversity and all this aggressiveness, and then I go out here and I decompress. I go to Long Island and I decompress, and then I'm seeing the green grass, the white boys, and this and that, and then the mild mannered folks. So it was like I was dealing with two worlds.
But that might have helped you out, that little buffer you had.
That's
going
it was
on
a buffer,
and shit right
Yeah.
there.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I see that, I'm like, damn, it is, another side, like, outside of
Like, this isn't the only life.
160th Street.
Right.
But this is what I love. This is where I'm at. This is what I know. But look what they doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, they get into they call a fight an argument. I'm like, where we had a fight.
Yeah.
It's boop, boop, blow to blow.
Yeah.
They're like, we just had a fight. I'm like, who won? Oh, no, not a physical fight.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool. But it just was a difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
16, you get your V.
Yeah, I get my V. So now I'm leaving school every day. And I'm playing ball for the freaking, for the...
You was nice?
Yeah, I was nice. But what happens is it was draining me, because the books and then the practice and then the streets, I had to get rid of one. It's only 24 hours in a day.
That's a fact.
So I got rid of the ball, because I'm saying after school is when I'm going to get it in. But then they want you to be at practice from 3 to 6.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You regret that?
No, I don't regret nothing. I think whatever we do in life is meant. I think that's our purpose. I mean, we can work hard to make it better. You know what I'm saying? I just put God first and just put one foot in front of the other and try to figure out situations. I don't regret anything.
So you finish high school.
Yeah.
What happens after that?
I'm hustling through the whole time. I'm hustling hard the whole time. But the police got on me to the point where it was like they was trying to set me up. So I backed down. I backed down. You know, I had enough money. Mm-hmm. So after I left, because I remember I left home to live in the projects. I lived in the projects. I didn't go.
You went to the projects.
That's where I'm from. But I'm saying when I got to Long Island, I remember I absconded home and left. So I stayed in the projects till I was about 15. So when I went back out to Long Island and I got the car, I just leave home and come back to the hood every day. That's how that went.
Damn.
Yeah.
God, and how long you was doing that till for?
I mean, I hustled for the whole time, for years. I mean, for decades.
I'll tell you that. I gotta kill you, right? I gotta kill you. I tell you that. Right?
Yeah. You want some? What's his name? What's the one who's Big Meats type shit? Like he had a hell of a run too, man.
Yeah,
like,
I had a run until I gave it up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's only. I mean, you know, the cliche statement is only death or jail, and you know, one or the other was the inevitable. And I got to the point where I felt like when the music industry doors open, I felt like I just applied the same pressure that I applied at 13 in the entertainment industry, promotion, marketing. That was my lane. I wasn't no rapper. Me and 50 we done talked about that. We used to talk about that. He used to finish hustling on his block and come to my block, and we talk about this industry movement at some point when we was younger. But what I'm saying is that I just applied the same pressure when I made my transition. Then when I realized I could make the same money or more, that's when I made my transition.
So before we get into the music, tell me about, because you said you met 50 in 72.
Yeah,
how did that relationship develop?
Immaculate. Yeah. That relationship was, you know, he was on one end of the spectrum, which was Rochdale. I was in 40. We met. We had aspirations to do something other than stand on the corner, and then that was our communication.
So it wasn't even like y'all weren't even friends because of hustling. Y'all just, I mean, you know, y'all respected each other's hustle.
Right, we respected each other's hustle. That's what it was.
You know what I'm saying? And but when y'all come together, it was like we got to do more than this.
Yeah, that was our conversation as young boys.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, when I read his books, that's what he was saying too. Like I remember he said he had a baby. He was like, I can't do this forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when you read the books, I don't feel like the book was as detailed as to show his level of dedication to it. Because I remember at one point when he was transitioning from selling drugs to rap, and he got shot, and he was in PA. He was working solely on the music, and then his then girlfriend, baby mother, was like, you gotta get a job, and he was like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing this music shit. Like I don't think nobody.
I'm gonna win.
Yeah, he's all in. Like I've never seen nobody in real life like that all in until probably now, where it's like, yo, like you breathe this shit. You know? What I'm saying?
No. I could say that most of the artists that's my age, they was all in.
Yeah,
and they came from the corners and the streets and the gutter and the chaos, and they figured it out. Our generation, this generation, you know, they still figuring it out, and they still doing their numbers and being successful. But it's a little bit. It was a different time. It was no social media. Yeah. It's a lot of things that was absent, and it was a little hard of a grind.
It was faster. Like you don't even now it happens so fast. The person who's famous don't even know they famous.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the social media back then was being outside, and clubbing and all that shit. That was what social media.
You had to be
in
there.
the mix.
Yeah,
right?
you had to be a certain type of person to shine in that moment.
Oh no, no. You're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to work you're gonna have to work that sun ray through. Yeah, because it's gonna be blockers everywhere, nigga. Wherever you go.
Right.
It's gonna be like, what's up? Like, what's good? Like, you ain't gonna just step up on the scene and think like, oh, like now you can just get the chain, the car, and be like, yo,
you're not doing
not
that.
back then.
Hell no.
It'll be that dude. Yo, listen, nigga, over with the chain in the car. Let's figure him out right now. You know, but
how'd you get in music and in the entertainment industry?
Well, I mean, I've been around it like all my life. My uncles and them used to rock with Run DMC and all of them back in the day. They used to actually come, you know, come through the hood. Curtis Blow they used to be in. My uncle and them grew up. It was the other way around. The street guys was the money man, and the rappers was trying to get the money from them or idolizing them.
Yeah, because wasn't your uncles and and Preem and all them paying them to do shows for them?
Yeah, they was paying them to do shows. Like I said, I was in the documentary and in the thing that we got going on. I got uncut footage with me at 7 years old.
Yeah, I seen some pictures
with LL performing, freestyling before Def Jam exists. I'm there with him, and I'm like this. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is at an adult party that I didn't go to with my parents. How about that? That's the craziness. I think about it, and I be trying to figure out, like, how was this happening? Like, even though I'm in it at that time, but it's so many years ago. So I was like I really was able to move like this without my mother and father, and they was alive and at the house or wherever they was at the time.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it freaks me out because people may see me in the picture, they might think, oh, his mother and them just put him there.
Yeah.
The picture you see me in with Preem, my uncle, and Catnip, I didn't even come with my moms. I said hi to her at that party.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
People think like, oh, they said, Mook, come get in the picture.
Yeah.
No. I was hanging out with one of my uncle's lieutenants. Yo, Mook, I'm coming to get you.
Wow.
Pum, pum. Shirley. That's my mom's name. I'm here. I'm coming to get Mook. I throw my Mark Buchanan red and black leather jacket. Yo, we going to the party. I'm sitting in the car with him in the passenger seat.
Wow.
Like.
How old are you? How old are you at this time?
9.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
So people, it's crazy because when I run across people who really don't know and respectfully, they think that somebody said, oh yeah, it's time to take a picture. Go get Mook from his mother. Stand him here.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That don't even make sense.
Yeah, word.
It really don't. Like, what parent is going to put that in, knowing that these dudes do what they do?
Right.
That didn't even make no sense.
It ain't no sense.
Word.
You know, but it's crazy.
That's ill, bro. You ain't been a child.
Word.
You really wasn't a child.
Jumped up to
5-year-old to a full-blown adult.
A grown 5-year-old.
Yo, but as an adult, I became a kid again with my kids.
That's ill.
When I had my first kid, I was in Disney. I mean, even though my mother was taking us to Disney, she did all the kid things. But when I was there, I'm like, yeah, I'm at Disney World.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's Disney, Mickey.
No, I'm like in there, b-boy stairs and shit.
Yeah, I got the pictures in my phone. Right. You ain't never lied. I'll show you that. Right. But I'm there like, Azar suit on. You know what I'm saying? I'm like thinking I'm over here coming in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, really didn't have no childhood like that. You know what I'm saying?
You appreciate Mickey now more.
Now because I watch it through my children, my kids.
Yeah.
Right? My oldest daughters, my son, they all Disney babies.
Yeah.
Because when I had them, I was like, yeah, Mickey Mouse. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it was what it was. But yeah.
So what was your first big break in the music where you go, all right, I can do this?
Well, I think Grandmaster, my first big break, I was 16, going on 17. It was New Year's Eve.
What year was, you remember the year?
Can't remember the year. Okay. I don't even know what year.
You gonna tell us age?
Say less.
Yeah, listen, I was 16, right? But Grandmaster Vic came to me and said, yo, Mook, man, you got 4,000? I said, 4,000? I got that in my pocket.
God damn.
He said, all right, cool. He said, we throwing a New Year's Eve party at the Ramada. I want you to be a partner. And I'm throwing a New Year's Eve party with Grandmaster Vic, who's probably 15, 20 years my senior. I'm a partner. I'm not even 21. This is a 21 and over event.
Wow.
Right.
But I gave him the $4,000. We threw the New Year's Eve party. I made double my money. I'm like, oh, shit. I just made
that easy.
8,000.
Right. Just that fast.
Just off the ball?
Off the ball, nah.
No, we had the whole thing. But he had some other guys he had involved.
Yeah.
But I guess they needed, and said me and Vic always was tight. So, especially at that time, I gave him the money and I made double my money. And then I had a good time. So I said, damn. I said, if I could do this consistently, I ain't even really, but at that time I didn't adopt it as that being my second hustle. I just did it for fun and I made the bread. So then that's what really introduced me to the game. You know what I'm saying? To the promotion game. Then I started rocking with dudes that was in my generation, like Nore, Capone, Noriega, all these dudes from different hoods. And then I got Mercedes. They was trying to rap. So I started doing shows with them before they was even signed.
Like
at Mercedes, yeah. So now I have all this money. Now I done caught the legitimate buzz.
Yeah.
So now, but I done lost 100,000 because the parties was flops. The first parties I had me, Pone, Noriega, God bless the soul, Sonny Black, all the dudes that's 5 years older or 5 years younger that's trying to get to the bag. And we have just us and maybe 30, 40 of our friends. I done spent 12,000, 4,000 for the club, this, that, all kinds of money. But I call it my education.
Yeah.
Because at the end of whatever I lost, when I started to win, the money that I spent was the knowledge for me to get.
That's a fact.
Get to where I was going.
Yeah.
So that's how I started. Between that and then, like I said, my first big show with artists was Pone, Nori, Cormega, Sonny Black at Mercedes. Do y'all remember Pat Long, right?
No.
She the one that ran Mercedes. She had the brown Escalade with the big lips.
No.
Well, she was the manager of the club, and she was showing me the ropes, teaching me certain things, and then you know what I mean. And then I just started getting in sync with the promotion
so somebody
game.
took you under your wing.
Few people
under their wing. Okay.
Yeah, a few people. Yeah.
You still was hustling at the time?
Huh?
You still was hustling at the time?
Yes.
Oh, so it didn't really bother you? It
was just like okay, lost 10,000, whatever. I had a good time. You know what I'm saying? Got dressed.
Yeah.
Shorty came through. The baddest shorty you invited. Yo, she was there. I'm the man.
I ain't gonna say she trying to get.
Look, I'm the man. You got you. It's my party. Yo, let her in. She with me. Had a good night and that was.
What was the what was like one of the biggest bags you had doing promotions?
You got to think of that's a hard one. I done did Madison Square Garden. I done did the Barclays. I done did Westbury Music Fair. I done did the Guzman Theater in Miami. I done did too much. Amazora.
What would you like to do next?
Well, basically, I'm working on. I'm in the BET's American Gangster. That's one of my.
I seen that.
With Jamila Davis.
Yeah, I seen that.
I'm the one who. When they approached her about doing her story, she said, I learned how to hustle from Mook. My story got to start with him. And I met her at 14.
That's a fact.
She was one of the chicks that was messing with my man, my man, and came and seen all that money.
Her story is up.
She was like, where the hell y'all getting all this money from? And that's what inspired her to start moving and shaking and on a whole different realm.
Yeah.
So that did that, and then you see me in the Preem documentary because I was there with them from the beginning of that whole from 80 on up.
Yeah.
So they called me to be in that, for who I am and what I represent in reference to them, my uncle, their relationship.
Yeah.
So I have a documentary out. I worked with Nick Cannon and them with the Wildin' Out. Wildin' Out Live started at Amazora. That's where Wildin' Out Live started at Amazora.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
Yeah, started in Jamaica. I have the documentary coming. I got the nonprofit I've been doing for 25 years, Positive Project 40 Day. Actually, I was the first ever, and that's another thing. I had started my nonprofit when I was in my 20s, and I was giving back. I was like, I think one of the first organized community-based events in Southeast Queens. That was July 17th, 1999. That was the first ever 40 Day.
Wow. July 17th?
Yeah, it's my birthday. Yeah.
I was surprised you didn't say that.
I wanted to ask him. I got caught up in the thought. I wanted to know because I was trying to do a nonprofit. That's what I wanted to know about the nonprofit. What kind of nonprofit was it?
I still have it. I work with some of the top people that runs New York City.
Okay, maybe we can talk later.
Yeah, we can talk. Definitely, we can talk without question. So I still have. I just did the 24th annual 40 Day. I do the turkey drives. I do the toy giveaways for the kids. I do all of that.
So why you didn't run for mayor yet? Why you didn't do that? Right. All this shit you got under your fucking label.
Everything's short of running for mayor.
It's some things that you have to change.
Right.
So I guess when I get ready to make a full 100% 360-degree turn.
Right. Yeah.
That's a possibility.
Or 5 more years, you running for mayor?
Yeah, possibly.
You got my vote.
Who knows?
Boy.
Yeah,
For asking vote.
For real.
Yeah. So theater, film, and then of course I'm in the management. My daughter, she's an actress and a dancer.
You ever did any movies?
Yeah, I did a few off the screen movies.
Okay.
But as far as like
You wasn't you in Pray Before You Eat too?
I was in Pray Before You
Yeah,
Eat.
you was with me. Fuck you, me.
Yeah.
We did the scene together. I was waiting for you to say that. You didn't say it.
I was gonna say that when you worked there. I said, "Yo, me and him had that armor suit on together."
That's a fact.
Yeah. So I did Greg X. I did 3 films with him.
Yeah.
We sold. I mean, when we put them films out, we sold tons. I got award-winning documentary Ghetto Celebrities that I did with Greg X.
Damn, Mook, your resume is crazy, bro.
Yo, listen. It's
And you still around.
It's God's resume.
You still around, bro. That's
So
ill.
if somebody wants to, because I don't even know which business to ask first, but if somebody wants to get into the promotion business, like what would you recommend them do?
I would recommend them to make sure they do their homework, make sure they do their research, make sure they know the business before looking at it from the outside, looking in, and putting their money up, thinking that what they seen at the party they went to, it can happen like this. Because that's what a lot of guys that hop in promotion, they might come to an event or a concert and be like, oh, and see 20,000 people and think, oh, if I get a bag, I got 100,000. If I throw it into just say the Barclays Center and me and my boys put up 300,000, all we got to do is get Young Jeezy, T.I., and such and clap our hands and wake up and we made 1.2 million.
It doesn't work that way?
It doesn't work that way. No.
It sounded like that kind of. What's
Like
the process?
Why wouldn't? Yeah.
It can, depending on who it is, meaning like if you're able to get somebody, say for instance, hypothetically speaking, but this is someone who's on the moon, like Hove, that just sells itself.
Right, well, that's what I'm right.
Yeah.
Oh, but you saying like, well, I guess some of the guys, if you get like maybe some guys who not really out there, that could be a gamble.
That could be a gamble.
Right.
I mean, it can work overnight, but you got to have the right pieces. Meaning the right pieces. Of course, you got Beyonce, you got Jay-Z, you got Drake.
Yeah, but if you ain't using them top guys, but they sell themselves, right?
I mean, Jay-Z was turning down $1 million 15 years ago to do a show. So if you got that kind of money, I mean, you got to make sure the end justifies the means. The ticket price got to be there. It's a whole lot of bullet points that has to be acknowledged before you able to get to, but you can do it. It can happen, and it can happen fast. But it also can turn you from a 6-figure dude to a $6 dude. So you just got to know how to weigh the situation out. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Everybody ain't got that couple grand to just blow and just say, hey, you know what?
Because you take that hard earned money, like, and you done saved it, and it can go one night. Just like that. And that happened to me in Miami. Like I said, I went and put out $75,000 and made $700.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
I pulled that shit from under the bed. I'm like, I was going crazy. And I was, just me not knowing and involving myself with people who I believed and trust. And I had the bread. I just put it up thinking that what everybody else thinking, oh, I got this person, that person. This is Super Bowl weekend. They give you all the analytics. It's going to be 1.2 million people here.
Right.
Yeah, they give you all the analytics.
What could go wrong?
So what's part of the
Nobody
missing
buy
link?
them tickets, and you can't get that bread back.
Oof.
Oh,
man.
That's crazy.
Because guess what? It's Super Bowl weekend. You got to have something that's going to take everybody's attention.
That's right. That's the other thing. Right.
It's
a lot of things going around. That's right.
Yeah.
So if you ain't got a product or a brand that's going to take everybody's eyebrows and turn them your way, you could be stuck with that bill. You know. So I just tell, in the promotion game, and I'm gonna do a documentary on that too, because I've learned and done so much in that game. And for people coming up, I want to just be some sort of a teacher, some sort of a mentor to them, and give them the game and give them that so they don't have to run into the pitfalls and the valleys that I ran into.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, what's going to happen? What I think would happen is they're not going to run into those pitfalls,
but
they're going to run into some new shit.
That's a fact.
You going to run into some pitfalls, man. Like that's just nature. Like
yeah. But I'm saying,
but
you have some insight. It kind of helps you. You might see something that you might have not seen but somebody that you know that's been successful in that game, you might go the other way. But
I think a lot of times, to me, like that's kind of the only way you can really get to that next level is have those sort of
those experiences, those life experiences to get you to the point where you seasoned enough to make it happen.
Yeah.
Oh
my God. So, how'd you get into music then? I mean, well, I guess you just manage your daughter, but
no. I worked for Def Jam for 3 years. Had my own label on E1, which is Koch. Not just that. That's today.
How'd you get your own label? Word. We gonna get into the
so promotion wise, right? I came in the game. I got my name through hard work and dedication. So then I got into the city, Manhattan, and then I came in and sort of kind of, don't want to take no credit for nobody, but sort of kind of became the it promoter in New York City for about 10 years, right? And then when then I started partnering up with Concert with Mike Green. This is dude Mike Green from Long Island. We did Nassau Coliseum. So when I met him, I met another guy named Theo Brown who worked for Interscope, Select Records, Def Jam, just to name a few. He now runs the Big Three with Ice Cube. He's worldwide radio. Theo got so many titles, it's ridiculous. So we partnered up and did these concerts and did the marketing for different brands. The Benny & Co. watch, I launched that watch, the Benny & Co. watch at Nassau Coliseum. But anyway, we marketed up with these concerts. We had I was the top promoter in New York City, hands down, for a certain period of time. Then we went on to do the concerts in Long Island at Nassau Coliseum. Then Theo, he was not only doing the concerts and doing promotions, he was working for the labels. So then when I became the guy, when we met and with Mike Green and doing the concerts in Nassau Coliseum, he was doing that and he was record label exec in different labels with Brian Leach, with Jimmy Iovine, with Benny Pugh, with Jay-Z, Theo. So I put him on in the city. Yeah. Because what happens is at that time, like you said, you had to be outside. Yeah. All the labels had to run through the clubs to promote the new artists' albums and singles. So now what happens is this: he needed that outlet. I was that outlet. And then when he got into Def Jam with Jay was the president. I was working in there with Jay-Z. Jay-Z was the president. Sean Peck Eyes. Sean Peck Eyes now run Rock Nation. I was working with them in the promotion department. So they hired me to be the liaison to break the records in the club. Neo, Mariah Carey, Young Guns, Jeezy. I was breaking the records in New York City. I worked for Def Jam for 3 years.
How do you break a record?
Oh, how you used to break a record? Well, what happens is this. You go to each and every club. You have a list of clubs. Yeah. Every hot club in the city. Latin, Caucasian, and black. You start out from one time. You get the record played at the beginning of the night. You come back, get the record played at the middle of the night. And you get the record played at the pinnacle of the night. And that's how you break a record. So we got Jeezy. We want trap some dough, and then what? So now the crowd is just coming in. You go play the DJ, you record it, because you got to have a track record of what you did. You record it being played at 10:47. Then you record it being played at 1:29. Then you record it being played at 2:49. So now the crowd is getting acclimated to the new record.
Right.
That's how you break records.
3 times a night?
3 times a night.
How long does it
Imagine
take usually? Or it depending on the song.
Depending on the song. If you got a hit
Yeah.
and they start rocking, and then the DJ, he feeling it. He
might
start
just
playing it when you ain't
keep
there.
doing it, right?
Yeah.
right.
And then the radio start playing it hit.
You know Wendy Day. Have you ever heard of Wendy Day?
I heard the name.
Okay, that's the one who helped Cash Money get the
Oh,
record
okay, cool. They got one of the best record deals in the history
ever.
They got a 90-10 deal with Universal.
90-10?
Yeah.
I think it's better than Master P.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
If I'm not, don't quote me on it, but if I'm not mistaken, they got one of the best deals that Universal ever gave out.
Yeah, Irv was saying they get the check. Universal don't even get the check. They get the check first. They pay
Baby got the hardcore deal over there. Yo, Wendy Day, she did the damn thing with the New Orleans guys. Shout out to Baby Cash Money.
Yeah. No doubt. And she was saying that it take like for her to break a record. Even now, it takes about 200,000 or something like that.
Even she said today, it seemed like the cats go on YouTube and go on social media, and it seemed like they spending their own money out their pocket, grassroots. But
yeah,
I would say 200,000. I mean, it may be, but I think you could get it done less than that.
Oh,
I mean, it depends on what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't really downplay 200,000, but I'm saying you could get hot with a little less than that. But probably to break the record through the world, she might be international radio station, international DJs. If you taking care of the whole circuit, the whole market, it probably can get costly.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, I guess, because she helped break Trouble, you know.
Yeah.
God rest his soul. And I'm not saying that it's right or wrong, but I was just like, how far fetched is that? Because
no, like I said, you got Hot 97, you got Power 105.
yeah,
all of this is not free. You know what I'm saying? But when you had the engine behind you, like Def Jam and Interscope, then it becomes a little bit different because that's the engine.
And they take you a little more serious.
Not that they take you serious, it's relationships. So you ain't gotta pay. Everybody is somehow affiliated or intertwined some kind of way to where it all works out.
Yeah, because most of the it's only like 2 major labels, right? It's only like Universal and Warner Brothers, and maybe Sony.
Maybe Sony. Yeah, and Sony, because it shrunk. The whole industry structure is over. That way we lived, the way we came up. Yeah, that's done. Yeah, that's over.
When did you see that change? And how do you feel about it?
I think it's good. It's good because it's less ass kissing. But I think it's like the Wild Wild West. Yeah. Meaning that it's people everywhere. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think the organization structure, and I think that it's good because I mean, in a good way, everybody can control their creativity. Yeah. So I think it works out like that, because me, him, whoever can control our creativity. The record label said, we want you to do this, we want you to look like this, we want you to act like this, and if you don't do this and act like this, bye-bye. Your record deal, But now they get money and they do and act and feel the way they want to feel because they use YouTube, they use organic marketing and promotion to get there.
Yeah, it had to evolve to that though.
The only thing that I feel now, before I do that, shout out to Wendy Day and the Cheat Code, Rory Simmons. I love that show. You know what I'm saying? They give a lot of game. I don't know if you ever heard of that, but I
heard of her, but I never heard of the show, no.
But I feel like now they don't have like a definitive star like it used to be before, like a top, like I don't feel like because it's so frayed.
There's so many now.
Yeah, right now, you know what I'm saying? Like there's no like superpower.
Well, they want it that way. See, what happens is the higher powers design things the way they want it, because if you had one star, then it'd be the Jay-Z who gets $1 billion. But if you saturate the market, it's no one guy, so everybody just fight along the same level, and there's so many. See, back then it was just say whole,
it was just
concentrated.
It was like them over there in New Orleans, them over there. It was constant, and everybody is playing the same game.
Yeah,
right.
But now 50 artists in Queens, 700 in the Bronx, 800 in like.
Not only is it 700, but a lot of them are making money.
Yeah, because
you know what I'm saying. So it's like you can't even say it's just a bunch of
because it ain't a CD. You ain't got to go to the store and buy it. You just put your credit card or your Apple Pay or your
you already
Cash
paying
App.
the services already.
You just hitting. You just hit you right there.
Yeah.
The money right there. So you had to go to the store years ago and buy the record.
Yeah.
Now you sit in that chair. I want to buy the record. He buy the record right now.
Just push the button.
He buy the record right now.
You don't buy the records. You rent the records now.
That too.
You know what I'm saying? To me, streaming is like renting, basically.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So right, you can rent a record and get money. Right. You purchase it, right.
You ain't gotta listen to it no more.
Maybe listen to it twice or something, right? And then it goes back.
So there you go. That's how the whole thing changed.
So you know,
record.
And it's. I guess they like it like that because they don't have, one artist don't have that much leverage anymore.
No, but I mean that's the way. It ain't because of the artist. It's because of the system that's being laid out and created. The powers that be has created a system, and they gotta and they lead us to believe that this is the way it works. But it's easier for them because now they ain't got to worry about 3 more Jay-Z's popping up with $1 billion with all this money and influence.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's smart right there, right?
Yeah.
I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah.
Because now they saying hip hop music is down 40%. Juicy J was saying that, making that.
I can believe that. Because you looking at 10 people.
Yeah.
Before you just like, yo, DMX, Jay-Z, Baby. Now you're looking at 10, 12 people, and the fans. I mean, the fans is so many fans trying to figure out who, and then the next guy is tomorrow. We waited for album days. Jay dropped the album this year, or Big dropped the album, God Bless the Dead, this year. We got to wait till next year.
Right. Yeah.
Niggas drop an album every 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Word.
Oh, that's definitely NBA YoungBoy.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? We used to wait, next year when Jay, or when Big, or when Nas, or when, Busta. Nah, ain't no more December 24th. We waiting for the date. No, it's out now.
What would you recommend for an artist now?
I mean, like I said, creativity, hooks and beats. Music is always gonna succeed. I mean, because that's what we vibe to. So, I mean, just work hard and just, I guess, be the hottest on social media as you could possibly be, and you could be Cardi B.
Oh man.
Do you still promote right now?
Yeah.
Shows, and you still do shit like that?
Yeah. I mean, I don't do it as much as I used to because I don't, the passion for it is a little bit different. Right. And then I have other avenues and segues in business, so I can't focus that much attention on it. But I do it, and I do it big. I have, as far as the strip club circuit, I have a whole
strip club. God damn, man.
I'm glad you said that, because you're going to have our next show inside the strip club, right? The Thanks for Asking, the one that you're going to promote. Right?
Yes, we're gonna promote things. And guess what? God, we're going to Sweets on Sufton on your boulevard.
That's right.
And we're gonna have Thanks for Asking live.
That's right, live. That's
with
right.
the booty shakers, the wet girls, the pandemic boys. Y'all already know.
Don't play with us like that, bro. Don't play with us. We serious.
How they say it? Yo, listen, no cap.
Yeah, all right. We're gonna hold you to it, bro.
No, y'all gotta.
We have proof on this segment.
Like I said, Thanks for Asking. We're gonna be in Sweets lit.
Now let me ask you this.
I don't know if they ready, y'all.
Let me ask you this though. Are you just based in New York, or you got other cities that you got
every
things
city?
going on?
I tell people all the time, they be like, yo, how do you know? Like, say you be here, you call me Mook, I'm in Miami. So I call them. When we was in a label, especially Def Jam, they got teams all around the country. So if you're in the promotional department, just say for instance Def Jam, let's just speak for one entity, the teams in Jersey, they know who you are. Everybody's on a conference call, and everybody. So back then you'll be like, oh, I'm going to see my man Shampoo. Just say for instance, that's my guy. Shout out to Pooh. I'm going to see Shampoo. He in Jersey. Yo, what's going on in Jersey? He'll call me Mook. You in New York? I'm sending this your way, and it goes on all throughout. It's like a fraternity.
That's
right. That's
Yo, I got this artist. I'm coming through. Oh, we gonna set him up here, and there. It's a fraternity.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's ill.
It's a fraternity.
Yeah, we gotta talk when the cameras is off. We gotta talk, bro.
It's a fraternity. Music industry is just like the NBA. Everything's a fraternity.
That's ill. That's ill.
And the same. Well, so how do you feel about like the podcasting? Is it the same sort of?
The podcasting is just like the rap.
Yeah.
The rappers.
Yeah.
Let me say rap. The podcast just like the rappers. You get a chance to express your creativity. Yeah. If you have the right creativity, the right content, and you interviewing the right people, look at Drink Champs.
Absolutely.
Look at.
Thanks for asking.
Thanks for asking.
On their way. You know what I'm saying? He's dribbling the ball. We got things coming down. You know what I'm saying?
We're in college right now.
Yeah, exactly. You in St. John's, number 2 ranked. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get to the league. You know what I mean? Trying to get to the league.
That's a fact.
Thanks for asking on their way to the league. Check out Thanks for asking. But
that's a fact.
the podcast game, now you don't have to wait for the Source magazine.
Yeah.
The Double XL magazine to hear what happened or who said what.
Yeah. It's the new radio.
All the media right now, right?
That's a fact.
The new media.
Clear channel. You don't have to be sanctioned.
That's right. That's right.
We right here.
Yeah.
Right.
And you
Uncensored,
getting
everything.
uncensored, sincere, genuine, the truth.
Nah, that's for sure.
Don't say that because what's the name might feel some kind of way. Don't put that on. Whatever I said here was honesty.
I think I like what got me into, because I used to be a rapper. I say it several times in some of these episodes. I made no money.
Right. That's fine. It wasn't only you.
Yeah, okay.
You ain't alone.
But what I realized is what I like most about music was the stories.
Yeah.
But I realized too, them stories and them songs is only like 5 minutes. A podcast is like an hour. Like you get a whole lot more content. Information and stories.
And music is exaggerated.
Yeah,
a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Podcasting is authentic, more authentic.
Yeah. You hitting the truths of the person that you're interviewing.
Vulnerability, all that. Kicking in.
Like that shit, man.
Yeah, the music, like you said, is a story, and you got to make your story sell. You got to make your story sound big. You got to make your story sound ill. You know, for people to buy into it. But the podcasting game is definitely a great avenue, a great new refreshing way that we look at media. Yeah. So I respect it.
And I think what I like about this show, and I'm probably the only one who read the comments, but I know that we got some episodes. Each episode they killing one of us.
Now listen, I've seen that. I did interviews with different outlets. Yeah. And they have and they're like show you the things that they're saying on the side. He looked like such and such. They're killing you. They are murdering you.
But that's fine though, because you watching me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But one of the things that some of the people were saying, like with our stories, is just like sometimes people don't want to see the celebrity stories because they already know their stories. They want to hear regular people's stories that's deep, that's touching, and it makes them feel like they're a part of the conversation and shit.
Facts.
Like that was like, I mean, that's one of the aims we do, because like our thing is to paint portraits of black people. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of times when we convey these stories, they appreciate it and absorb it and accept it and stuff like that. And Bug always says it. He learns when he's sitting on this couch.
Yeah. Oh my God, I can imagine. You getting information from people that you would never gotten.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then it's insight because damn, they struggle, they journey, and it kind of helps you. You might be able to take this from that. It's a whole, it's a whole pot of things that can happen like that. But I'm all in. That's why I told Buck I was gonna be here.
Yeah,
and we appreciate you for that, man.
And I appreciate y'all for having me, man. Yeah, and good luck. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
And next time you see me, thanks for asking. It's gonna be in Suites up the block.
That's what we talking
and we
about.
Turn
Let's
up.
get a round of applause.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna get bananas in this rum shaker.
Damn! I got people that's of age.
Yeah.
Yo, man, I don't want to go in there. I'm gonna get addicted, man. Cause you are.
The way he said that, he was about to eat an apple pie.
Oh my God, this was happening. Yep.
Wow, that's crazy. Word.
So what happened with the label? Did you who did you put out? And
It was GF Records.
oh, so you know Smiley.
Of course I know Smiley. Know the whole crew.
Smiley was on the show, yeah.
Listen, that's what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the label I was the president of at the time.
Really? So you speak to Domination, any of them? Still?
I've heard from them briefly, but Damo, like they all they dudes, I see them in traffic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's all love or whatever the case may be, all the time or whatever. But I haven't really communicated with them consistently since all of that stuff had transpired from back then.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's part 2. Thanks for asking.
You definitely gonna have to come back because we gotta bring him back.
That's part 2. That's part 2.
Yo, Bug, you got anything?
Oh, Mook, yo, I'm so thankful you came on here, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Told your story. It's inspiring. You got in depth with your shit. I didn't know you like I feel like I know you now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? After that, all the things you were saying, I'm proud of you, bro.
Thank you.
Keep doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? We behind you. Run for mayor. You know you got our vote.
Yes.
Do your shit, bro. Thanks for coming, though. I appreciate
Thanks
you,
for
bro.
having me, bro. And I appreciate it. Good luck,
sure.
man. And I wish y'all the best. And like I said, part 2, we're gonna get it in.
That's a
Fact.
fact.
Hold on, we ain't finished yet.
okay.
G gotta say something too.
Nah, I just want to appreciate you coming here to the shop, you know what I'm saying, checking us out. You know, looking forward to that to the strip club joint.
Yes, absolutely.
Right. Yeah, and there's some Russell Simmons shit. Thanks for coming out. God bless you.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Appreciate you as well, G. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so next time we get here, we're gonna be on some different type of time. We're gonna get some more of that content. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
Look for that Corley story, man.
The Corley story. Right. Tell it to
South
the camera.
Jamaica.
Yeah.
Look for that Corley story, man. That's, oh my God.
Talk to me about that. Actually, I don't think you spoke about like how did that come about. What it's about.
It's always, you know, everybody, you know, is focused. This is a time where they're focused on that era and what happened and who was and the truth of the way it went.
Yeah.
You about to get the meat and potatoes.
When is that dropping?
Very soon. I don't have a date for it because we still in
production,
in the production process, but soon.
I'm excited. I'm excited because that's probably one of the stories that I've never knew like the whole backstory.
Yeah. That's a backstory.
You know what I'm saying? And because even the Supreme Team documentary was dope because I never heard Prince's side of the story and to hear him actually talk. And then
Prince never really talked, but
you
he
know what
talked.
I'm saying?
He congratulations. Shout out to Nas and Prince and all of them for that. For the Supreme Team documentary, amazing. Harold Johnson, Pete, and I actually
got nominated for I think an Emmy.
I actually shot the interview for them for that on the other corner of my event space right there.
Wow,
that's what the cameras was at right there.
Oh shit,
that's dope, bro. Round of applause for that, bro.
Something is on fire.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? I just thank you for putting on, man.
Yeah, you're welcome. I thank you, man. Appreciate it. I, never met you, but your energy, your spirit is on point, bro. Pleasure to meet you.
Man. Pleasure to meet you, man. For real. And he was like this the day I called him, like, yo, what up? We ready. We ready. I was like, I ain't even got to convince him. Hold on. We want that on the interview.
Because people, you holding things in your mind and, with the right people, because I don't accept all invitations. Yeah. So with the right people like you guys, I want to let people know. Yeah. People want to know, and some of them don't know, and it's not really too many people to talk like I talk.
We appreciate that.
You got 4 decades, and you got a front row seat of what everybody might have had, a nosebleed seat, and they're speaking as if they had a front row seat. So my job is to give it to you in the raw. You know what I'm saying? So it's really nothing.
That was a pause moment too, right there. But I'll let you slide.
I ain't gonna say give it to him. I ain't gonna say he gonna give it to him.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Y'all be safe.
Yes, sir.
That's
Thank you, bro.
Bug Out.
Thank
That's
you.
G-Fast. This is the one and only Mook Diamond. Thanks for asking.
One and
Show. We
only
out.
Mook Diamond.
Yes. There you go. Check it out.
All right.
All right.